Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jay Cartere.
And it's Mike.
And this is Talk About It.
Hashtag Talk About It. The date today is the 11th of August, 2016.
Yeah, and this will be coming out on the 13th, right? Because it comes out 2 days after.
Yeah. Sometimes you put it out on a Sunday, though.
No, I put the YouTube video out on Sunday.
It's the YouTube.
Yeah, the YouTube video comes out on the Sunday, so that will be the 14th.
Yeah, and then if you're listening on iTunes and that
will be out at Saturday at 12 a.m. I try to get it out at 12 a.m. Sometimes I forget and I miss an hour or two or something like that, but it generally will be there before 12 the next day.
Yeah, so if there's anything that's happened since right now, the time is 7:40 p.m. If there's anything that has happened with the podcast topics that we're going to be talking about that changes, we'll have to just discuss it next week.
Yeah.
Or maybe sooner before that, we'll let you know, innit? But
yeah.
Let's just get into this, really. We'll start off with Yungen's track, Away Games. Because what we usually do is review tracks. In this podcast, if you haven't heard us before, we usually review tracks. And yeah, basically, I can't remember the day that this one came out. I think it was on...
So it was earlier in the week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, them times.
Something like that, yeah.
I saw it on Twitter. I didn't even watch it on Link Up because I personally, after I saw it on Twitter, I didn't even want to give the video a view. Yeah. Because I just didn't want to support this sort of vibes anymore.
Okay.
But do you now? I should talk about it first, innit? Because we know what your opinion's gonna be.
No, to be honest, I wasn't gonna click on it either on different reason. I don't know what your reason was. My reason just
you don't like him.
Yeah, I've never actually liked any of his music ever.
Okay.
The only time I ever liked a song of his was Ain't On Nothing, the remix.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I've never liked a Yungen song ever, so I didn't click on it. But then someone told me that he's like, have I heard the song?
Yeah.
Like, check it out, tell me what you think, innit? So I went up, and then the person that told me is obviously in the Cash Motto gang, so obviously I knew that either means that it's really whack or man's taking like shots and it's really whack or something like that. So I went and listened to it. But yeah, you go first on your opinions on the track itself.
So, I think Yungen is a very, very good rapper. I think he's very good at rapping.
I disagree.
And obviously you're going to disagree because you ride for Chip, innit?
No. Listen, my ears are not the same as your ears. My ears are not the same as Bob's ears.
Fair enough.
My ears don't
you got a different opinion. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
But yeah, go ahead.
But I think he is really good at, rapping and coming up with lyrics and making songs and whatnot. I'm always really impressed. Well, not always, but I'm usually impressed by his ability.
So I'm not surprised.
Let's not bring Wale into this here. Can we have one podcast or one day where I see you and you don't slander Wale? Like, put some respect on his name, for real.
I'm alright. This track for him.
Terrible. So, like, going into this track, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if he was going to address, that video on Twitter or if it was just going to be, a track. But I swear people were saying that he was taking shots at Chip. I didn't, really get any big shots at Chip, really, like, mad like that. Like, things could have been taken as a dig at Chip. And I think, all in all, there was some good lyrics and whatnot, and it was a good song in itself. But I don't believe Yungen. I don't believe anything he says.
Since after the video, or have you never believed him?
Well, before I didn't really care whether I believed him or not. But after, him running away and now him making a song about, why he ran away and all this sort of shit, and him still trying to be on this bad man vibe, I just don't believe anything, like, at all. Don't believe nothing. And after what Chip was saying about, when he was in Visions and whatnot, and I just don't believe him. Like, he says too many things and he puts on this facade, and then when we get like the real nitty gritty, or we see things from more reliable sources, it's not what he's saying it's supposed to be. And I understand it's all for entertainment and whatnot. And if it's for entertainment, you know what? He done well because it was entertaining. But I don't believe him at all, and I don't want to hear this type of vibes from him at all. I just want him to, you know, make your girl songs, have a white girl on the chorus, make some of that shit. This is not for you anymore. You cannot come off with like these gun talk and all that sort of shit and being aggressive in your bars and doing all that sort of stuff after, you know, running away and, you know, doing that sort of shit. And like I just don't believe anything he says. But I do think that the rap in itself, if we're just looking at it as a song, I think he's really good on the mic. And I think he's really good with his pen.
After 10 toes, you can't be writing like you're cruddy, really, innit? Running can't be talking crud, basically. But yeah,
you gotta just simmer down for a little while after
stay in your lane.
After you get caught slipping. Like unless you was gonna take a video of you riding back and beating up the guy or something like that with your 10 goons or whatever. Even that, I don't really respect that. I don't respect none of it, to be honest. Just be a musician and say you're a musician and just keep it calm like that. Stop trying to tell everyone that you're hood or you're out here trying to, you know, fucking be on the roads or something. Like I don't think that's a cool thing to continue to portray when that's not you.
Yeah. But yeah, you was basically saying you didn't really hear the big shots at Chip. You probably heard this one. I think there was a couple shots at Chip on this whole song as a whole. He said something about they say this again, but if I diss again, I might break another Link Up record.
That was a shot at Chip.
And there was a few others, like he mentioned something about a Hublot. We know Chip talks about that, but the main shot at Chip was when he said, "Now man's busting jokes for retweets. You weren't laughing when I bucked you." Obviously, he must be talking about Chip's LOL. And then he starts lying basically about when he bucked Chip in Visions. He's saying, "You weren't laughing when I bucked you though. I just didn't tweet it like these neeks on my mum's man wanna take my life that I don't even know." But yeah, he goes on some bullshit in it saying that I weren't laughing when I bucked you, and then right at the end he kind of takes a
well. He said you weren't laughing when I bucked you, so technically he could be telling the truth, because when he probably saw Chip in Visions or whatever, Chip probably wasn't very humorous about the situation. He probably didn't want to. He probably weren't. Very cool,
but we know
Yungen.
that Yungen's not saying it in that way.
No,
he's trying to say it.
Technically, if he was trying to have an argument, then technically, man could come out on top.
But we know
if he said, "Oh, you weren't laughing when that happened," did you?
He's trying it
you
like
weren't
that.
really at it. But then we got a problem there.
And then the last line, I think that was a shot at 6'7", because he said, "But for the record, when I signed my deal to Sony, is the only time I ever got G-checked, innit?" And obviously, that was because, was it Dimsy? Dimsy made a tweet saying that Yungen never showed up to a show because he knew he was going to get G-checked because they were at the same show or whatever, innit?
Okay. I thought he was just referring to the situation that happened when he ran away.
Oh, no, that was more at them.
But I guess he could be referring to that specific tweet, because I remember seeing that tweet as well.
Yeah, I think it was that specific tweet. But yeah, this song as a whole, as a song, I thought it was weak. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Yungen. Jay thinks he's lyrically good.
If it was someone else and he was just you didn't know what he was talking about, you're telling me you wouldn't think that was cool?
No, because I just see him as a
the way he puts words together is really well. He's a good artist. Like, he's good at doing what he does. Maybe he doesn't have the best flow or delivery and whatnot, but he's got very good bars.
I don't think they're very good, fam.
Really?
I don't see it. No,
At
I've
times
never heard a bar
good.
of his that made me go raw. Like, that made me like, oh, you're right there, mate. That's made me go like raw. That was sick. I just feel like he's like a shit version of Krypton Conan, really.
Yeah.
But like, the thing is that annoys me is just that it's just the lying. If I don't believe you as an artist, it's so hard for me to like enjoy your music, if you know what I mean.
But if you take it away from the fact that you know he's lying or you think he's lying or anything
just
like that,
down to lyrics.
Yeah, if it was just lyrics, or if he was actually the guy that he was portraying in his music, it would be this kind of cool. Like you got
if he was the guy that you was portraying in your music, then I'd probably rate it more. Yeah.
For what it is, the music, I think it's pretty cool. But Yungen saying it, I'm not cool. I'm not down with that.
But what I wanted to say, I think this song was a very silly move from the get go. I don't know why he done this song. Like the whole video as well, like in the dark, rolling out this whip, like with man them behind you. You're still trying to act bad. Like it just doesn't make sense, fam. After the Nando's thing, there was no need. Like you shouldn't have done this for yourself.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. At all. And then also the shots at Chip, if he just done this song to address the Nando situation, because he was obviously getting clowned on Twitter and clowned on all social media, and he was probably thinking, you know what, I'm losing respect, let me do this song to get my respect back. And he made a joke about Nando's, which I did laugh at, to be honest. I thought that was funny, saying the only thing I was pissed about was that I had to go and buy back my Nando's or whatever. But it's the shots at Chip, because it was like, why are you going to give this guy more ammo against you after what you've just done in that video? You know he's on his way building up to his EP release, his mixtape release. Like, why are you gonna give? And you know he's a lyrical don. You know Chip. This is his.
Maybe he wants the promo.
For what? This ain't even good promo. I know they say all publicity is good publicity, but it comes.
He was trending again.
Yeah, but it's not for the right reasons.
And it's always Yungen that's trending in them times, you know. It's not even Chip that was trending. It was Yungen.
Yeah, I saw Chip trending as well, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I was mistaken. Sorry.
But I think you said that everyone's Twitter is different. It matters on who you follow, I swear.
I don't think the trending things change.
Oh, okay.
I think the trending things change based on your location.
No, both of them were trending, but I think Yungen might have been trending higher.
Because everyone was saying that. You know...
But it was trending for bad reasons.
I think because when people were tweeting about it, Youngen's name was coming up first.
Yeah.
Because it was like, you know, I think someone said Yungen wiggles toe to show signs of life.
Yeah, that was hilarious. And Chip sends
I don't even know what they said Chip done something, but yeah.
Yeah, 10 distracts, she said something like that. That Twitter was hilarious. I was going ham with the retweets.
Using the upper hand and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, what would you rate the song?
Oh, like a 2.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You think it's that dead?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah.
If it was to just be non-biased for a second, what do you think you'd actually rate it?
A 3.
You're getting mad.
Yeah. What would you rate it at 10?
I don't think it was that dead at all. I'd probably, I only listened to it once and I listened to it a couple of days ago. So my opinions on it now probably aren't, what I actually feel about it. Yeah. But I'd give it a 6. I think it was a really, good track with the vibe and whatnot. But this isn't what I want to see from Yungen at all. Like, as a track by itself, I'd give it a 6. But as a track from Yungen to address what happened and, going at Chip, as a move strategically.
Oh, yeah, the 6-7 move was very silly.
I'd give him a 2 for that. I'd say that was a terrible move.
The 6-7 thing was very silly. He needs to...
I don't even know Yungen, so I don't know what type of life he's living over there. Maybe all these moves are really good decisions because he's got some sort of master plan that he's working on. But from my point of view, what I'm seeing, there was no need, man. There was no need. You should have just made a girl tune and pretended that the thing didn't happen.
And then basically after this, because this will just segue into the next song that we're going to review. A couple days later, Chip tweets out that he's dropping a new song on Link Up TV, 8 p.m.
And he had a picture of him standing
outside of Nando's.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And I just clocked why he's wearing a green top as well, because obviously Yungen referred to my man as Hulk, that saying
okay,
was I supposed to fight Hulk and his friends, innit? So that was hilarious as well. And then
I don't even know if I can believe Yungen saying that there was other people there. I can't believe anything he says.
Yeah, I don't believe anything
he's not a reliable source at all, whatsoever. So I don't know what to believe from him, if anything.
And whatever he's saying about Visions or whatever speculation is out there on Visions. I've seen a lot of bullshit about what happened that night in Visions when Chip and Yungen ran into each other. But from what I've heard, from sources there, you know, I wasn't there, but from what I've heard, because I always feel like in a story there's one side, like there's an A side,
there's two sides and the truth.
There's two sides and the truth, basically. I always feel like there's three sides in the story. There's a lighter there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but from what I've heard, basically, they were talking in the club, and Yungen was upset that Chip said about that the suck your mum bar, and then Chip was saying like, I thought you was gonna, you know, I thought it was no more diss tracks, just push like that, just like, no, that's it. Young said something like, yeah, and then Young said something like, oh, I wanted to spark you when you said that bar or whatever, and then Chip like,
how you talking to man and saying I wanted to spark, bro? You don't come and talk to man and say I wanted to spark you. You have a spark, man, or you keep it moving, fam. You talk on a humble vibe. What the fuck?
Obviously, Chip offered my man out, like saying like, let's have a one-on-one outside. And yes, basically, people are saying that Yungen said that he was gonna go and get his boys or whatever and come back or whatever.
What?
Which makes no sense. Like, if man's asking you for a one-on-one,
that makes you a bitch. That makes you a straight up bitch.
But he left and never came back, basically. But yeah, it's sources also say that Chip and Starve was outside the club waiting, like for this one-on-one to happen or whatever. So like Chip was there with one guy. Like, yo, imagine that I'm here with one guy in my music. I never say I'm a road man. I just talk about the pen and the pad. I've offered you out for just a one-on-one. Like, if let's just do this, innit? Like, if you're feeling the type of way, let's get this out of the way. And my man's not on it. And then yeah, so that's what I've heard about the Visions night, innit? I wasn't there, so I can't tell you my perspective on it because I weren't there. But that's what I've heard. I've heard both sides of the story. I've heard what I've seen online, which seems like bullshit, of people saying how people trying to flip it, making it seem like Yungen was the one that called him out. But either way, from what we've seen of Youngen's character in like the Nando's video and stuff like that, it seems like he's the type to, you know, 10 toes. But but yeah, let's get to the track, innit? Chips Peri.
So is that the new slang for running there? 10 toes?
Yeah, I don't know who made that.
Because I've been hearing 10 toes on a few songs.
What, have you heard it on songs?
Didn't you hear Section Boys?
Oh, did they do that?
He said 10 toes in my trainers when I hit road or something like that. It's like, obviously you're gonna put your foot in your trainers when you hit road. It's just padding out the song, but it sounds hard.
It sounds hard, fam. 10 toes is so funny, fam. So funny. But yeah, I want to know your perspective on the Chip song because you haven't said anything about it. I
didn't tweet about it. I didn't do nothing.
I saw you shared it. I think you posted like, my man done a video on Nando's, but I haven't heard your perspective on it.
Really, I am not feeling this Yungen versus Chip beef, to be honest. I don't want it to continue. I think it's boring now. I think it's stale. I think there's no need for it whatsoever. I would just prefer for them to make good music and just make tracks and whatnot and focus on that. So I really had no interest whatsoever in promoting this beef and keeping the fires stoked and whatnot, or saying Yungen should reply and anything like that, because I don't want him to reply. I don't want any, you know, tit for tat, any continuance of this beef whatsoever. I just want it to end how it is, because there's no point at all for it to continue. Because, you know, Youngen's just lying. And he's just telling lies on top of lies on top of lies, so I don't believe anything he says. Even if he says it in a slick way and it sounds hilarious and it sounds like he's saying something great and he makes great tracks, it's still just gonna be like, what's the point? Like, what is this really leading to? What's the goal here? Because I don't believe anything you're saying. And Chip's track, it was cool. But I wasn't really excited about it. Like, I was excited about the last diss tracks because I was really in the vibe that I wanted to hear some diss tracks and whatnot back then. Right about now, not really caring to hear diss tracks and that. Like, obviously, Chip done his thing. He flowed well. He had great bars. He dissed Yungen. He made Yungen look like a chief yet again. He's just always making Yungen look like a speng fam. Like, it's just... It's not good for Yungen to be in this beef at all. It's just not a good move for him. But maybe it is. Maybe he's getting better publicity and it's leading him to more sales. Because if it's doing that, then you know what? Fuck what people are saying on Twitter, to be honest, fam. If it's putting peas in your bank account, what people are saying on Twitter ain't really going to do much. So, yeah, I think it was a cool track. But it weren't what I was looking for at all. It's not something that I want to continue. Yeah, that's it, I guess.
Well, I was opposite to Jay. I was looking forward to this.
Why?
I was looking for a Nando's rhythm from I saw the video. I just like this track when Chip does it because he does it so well. I enjoy it. Like, I do like when he does songs as well, and I know that's what you want more. I do love that as well, but like I really love the thrill of a diss track. The way it seems like the whole of the world is just like everyone's just waiting for it as well. It's just so gas, like. And,
I totally
and the memes that come from it, fam.
Shit, like when
the memes that come from it is so hilarious, fam.
Yeah, like when Yungen released that track, everyone was on Twitter saying, "Oh, I'm staying up to see if Chip release something." Yeah. So I didn't care. I went to sleep, fam. I don't give a shit at all. Like I'm really not excited about this anymore. But so you're still excited about this? You want it to continue?
Yeah.
You want Yungen to reply?
Yeah, because he's a dickhead. Yeah.
So what did you want him to reply for? What? So Chip can diss him?
Chip can murder him again. Yeah.
Chip has dissed him enough. Like, what more can you say about man? Like, really?
But Chip can't run out, fam. As we've seen,
you've dissed him enough now. Like, it's over.
The kid cannot run out.
He gave him like 5 diss tracks or something, fam.
No, like overall, I think it's 4 now.
Is it?
Yeah, one take Michelle, L, and this.
Was L the Clive diss?
Yeah.
One take Michelle, L. Okay, 4 diss tracks.
Yeah.
4 diss tracks, fam.
But Buggin got like 10.
But we don't need that. And that was too much as well. We don't need that.
I love it, man.
We don't need that, man. There's no need for it.
This is what the kids want, fam.
Leave it alone.
The kids are on summer holidays. They're not at school. They need this entertainment.
It's just, but so you obviously you love the track. Well, you 10 out of 10, love it, think it's amazing.
Yeah, basically, I just like when I first heard it, and I heard the beat, I was like, okay, this is like different because I thought he'll come on like a cruddy, angry vibe, innit? Like the way he done in like Duppy Rhythm or Run.
I didn't really like the beat that he used either.
That's Jay-Z.
I know I've heard it before, but
it's on the Dynasty album. I think it's called You, Me and Her. You've definitely heard it because you've heard all of Jay-Z's albums. It's
I haven't heard all of them. No, I skipped out some of them.
Day.
I skipped some of them.
You skipped the Dynasty one. Is on.
Definitely, probably. That's I've probably had that on shuffle, and then I was like, you know, this is whack, and I had to delete it because I wanted to hear Jay-Z in his prime. I didn't want to hear all his brethrens.
Well, that beat's off that. I like that beat though. I think it's an alright beat. I think it's a bit loopy.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's a mediocre beat.
But yeah,
it's not gonna make me vibes out.
So I was surprised that it was more of like a laid back rapping track, and then Chip was just getting in with the bars, and then like I liked how he kind of focused on lyrical and punchlines this time because he obviously knows that's what you look like, innit? Like when he does diss tracks, he really caters them to the artists. You know, like he was like, okay, you like doing that? Okay, I'll show you how I'm better than you at this. And flipping. There was just a few standout lines like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, what did you say? 8, 9, 10. Acting like you can't see them. Obviously, that was a reference to the 6, 7 thing again. There was why you running for the Olympics in Brazil. There was just so many bars upon bars. And yeah, I rate it 10 out of 10.
Seriously?
Yeah.
10 out of 10. You saying it's a perfect track?
Being unbiased, I'll give it like an 8. If I put it up against all the rest of Chip's diss tracks.
More like a 7.
Okay. That's your opinion. But yeah, that's it. Also, the other thing I wanted to get into was let's start with that, the first bar, because he said you're a mascot for a team that don't like you. I don't like you because I ain't like you. So obviously this was like taking the piss out of him, saying like you're the play dirty mascot and your boys don't even rate you, innit? Yeah. Because Krept and Coleman has not once backed Yungen in this really at all.
Yeah, they have.
How?
They said how they were defending like why Yungen had the diss track
That's not backing
ready
him,
and
man.
stuff like that.
That's not backing
What do you mean by backing him? You want him to release diss tracks too?
Yeah, that's backing it. Like when Drake was murdering Meek Mill, Ross sent shots for Drake. Ross knows he's not gonna take
There's no
out
need
Drake.
for that. There's no need for Krypton Coleman to be taking shots at Chip.
No, there's no need for it. But I just feel like alright, let's say
Because they're cool. Apparently they're cool with Chip, innit?
yeah, they're
So
cool.
why would they send for him if they're cool with him?
No, but let's say me
If Yungen picked a beef or whatever, they got a beef with Yungen. Like, if you had a beef with someone that I was cool with, I'm not going to start punching them out.
you'll try and resolve the situation or something.
Yeah.
No, but if it came to music now, and let's say we were both artists and we blew from music, and someone I knew, I'm cool with them, but they're like dissing you, I'm gonna jump in and
Why?
just because I feel like that's what you do in rap battles. Everyone helps their like. There's been loads of rap battles in UK. Whoa, what is that? In UK and American history, is it all bless you?
It seems like it's still working.
Okay, cool. Okay, sorry for the technical difficulties. If there is any, flipping. Imagine it just is not recording us anymore.
Nah, because you can see the sound in it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping that everything's
What
fine.
was I gonna say? There's been years of history in UK and US like beef history in it between like we can go on for days in it like Jay-Z and Nas and like Pac and Biggie and like there's loads of American rappers, and then over here in the UK is like Wiley versus yeah, that's a good example. Like when Wiley was clashing like Getz, and then all the rest of them got involved as well, made diss tracks for him. It's all about if you're in this camp, this is your team, you back your guy because you don't want your team looking weak, you know. So that's just my perspective on it, innit? So I feel like they haven't backed him.
Bro, if the team is Krypton Coleman, like Youngen's just part of the management thing. They ain't really Krypton Coleman and Yungen.
No, but if he's played, that's the truth. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the truth. Like he is the mascot. So yeah. Obviously people going in on Twitter. I saw some tweet get bare retweets about Krypton Coleman have to step in because like Youngen's getting murdered out here or something, blah blah. And then Krept actually did like I'm not gonna even go through the tweets, but I'll just get the gist of it. Basically, Krept tweeted. Actually, I should go through the tweets to get the clear facts, you know. But it's kind of all cool now, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw them kind of bless it, I guess.
Yeah, they kind of blessed it anyway. So,
what are you doing? You seem like you're taking a long way. Just search for their name. You search for your timeline.
No, like I just saw a new tweet and I thought it was kicking off again or something. No, basically, I think that's it. They jumped on Snapchat, innit? That's what I heard. They were on Snapchat, gassing Yungen up, kind of like
Yeah, I
like
saw
he was
the
about to
video.
go boxing, saying like, oh, he said he don't like you. You need to send back or something, and like Yungen was just sitting there looking moist, and then they were playing back to back as well, and then
What do you mean?
you know Drake back to back, filming Yungen, and then Yungen acting like he's getting upset. So they were trying to make banter out of it all, and I just thought that was really silly because
Why?
exactly
How's
why?
that silly?
Oh, why
No,
is it silly?
yeah.
Oh, because like
Well, yeah, it's silly, but it's not silly as in that's so silly. Why should you do that? They're entertainers.
yeah, I hear that.
This is what they should be using their Snapchat for.
I wanted to hear
that was a
bars,
hilarious video.
I want to hear.
They don't
bars.
need to be fucking dissing Chip. That was cool. Like that's them being hilarious.
So that was their way of that was their way of backing him anyway. And then I think Chip tweeted Kelly rid him if needed be, one by one.
Oh my god. Yeah. I saw
And
that.
then Krept retweeted that saying, "Don't get yourself in a dilemma." And then Conan tweeted,
Yeah, who's
Krept
Beyonce,
saying,
you and
"Who's
me?"
Beyonce, you and me." And then
That was hilarious.
Chip said, "LOL, whatever, Coach Carter." And then
It's so childish, man.
Krept was laughing about it. It seemed like it was all bants at first, and then Chip tweeted them saying, "Seriously though, how comes he only addresses my bars and tweets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10? That's not gangster." And then Crept reply saying you love 6-7 in it. They'll still
They'll still
take your watch, and then that was cheeky.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And then Chip said, great, LOL, that was a reach. You're still not answering the question though. And then he said, I think he only addresses your bars and tweets because maybe he's having a clash with you and not them, ? And then Chip said, before you tell little Clive you're not a goon, shut the fuck up with the gun talk stuff. You want to try switch the subject. And then Crept said, whoa, hold your horses, angry one. I just explained in my previous tweet. And then I can't believe they're doing all of this on Twitter, which was hilarious to me. And then then Chip basically said, I'm not angry, just jarring. I've actually done things to help change your life for you to be on this. And then he said, and I find it cheeky that you're saying for us to be on this. These times you've been drawing man out for the longest and you know it. I think he's basically trying to say that you've been like
giving them sly digs and whatnot.
Giving them sly digs.
He has. He has. He has been drawing them out for the longest. And they haven't replied.
Well, you're supposed to back your boy, man. He said I can give you a list of things and it ended with K. And then I think there was another tweet about Chip saying about like him and Dimsy are cool. Because he was on the phone to Dimsy last night, he said, and Dimsy, that's the guy from 6-7, he retweeted it. And then basically K tweeted that Chip and Crept spoke for a couple hours last night on the shit that they needed to talk about. They good, fans can stop speculating. And then Crept retweeted saying trust me. Chip retweeted saying a phone call needed before a dilemma, LOL. And then so everything's blessed basically. No beef between Chip and Crept and Conan.
Yeah.
Which I'm disappointed about because I would love to see Chip spin, Crept, Conan, Yungen, everyone. I just want to see anyone try it. Just because I enjoy beef tracks.
I think the beef is enough. I think it should be done now, and these guys should move on to just making music. I think there's no need for any more diss tracks, man. It's really boring now.
All right, so we reviewed the track and that. So where do you think it's gonna go from here now? Will Yungen reply?
I hope he doesn't. Because he didn't last time.
He did last time. He done 2 replies.
Yeah, but then
One
he
was
just stopped replying.
Yeah, he stopped replying after. Because he knew it was long. He knows it's long anyway, I think.
Yeah, it is long. There's no point. Because Chip will just release another diss track. And then you'll release a diss track. Then you'll release another one. And then you release one. And then release another one. And it'll just keep on going forever until everyone's pissed off about it and everyone's bored of it.
Is it safe to say that Chip does not run out of bars? Will he ever run out of bars? That's the other question. We'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
If Yungen releases 3 more diss tracks, Chip might run out of bars. What more can he say about Yungen?
No, I don't.
But I guess, because Chip's on the defensive, he can just reply to everything that Yungen says.
Yeah, he always does that. He always dissects the whole diss track that the guy does.
So that's easier than, coming up with new stuff about Yungen, I guess. But I don't know.
I don't think the kid can run out.
I don't know. I just hope it doesn't continue. I don't think it should continue. I think it's over now. Let's just leave it where it is.
And we hope that it doesn't get anything goes over to the streets or it gets any
I doubt that's gonna occur.
I doubt that occurs.
I do hope that doesn't occur also.
I like to always put that out there, just that we're not promoting any violence out here. We're just promoting, just entertainment really, musical entertainment. So Chip's Power Up is now out. No, it's not out now. It's coming out on 26th of August.
Oh, you're plugging it, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I'm plugging it. It's coming out on 26th of August. You can pre-order it now, though. The pre-order.
My God.
Check out Chip's Twitter for that, @officialchip. So basically...
They didn't even give us any money for that,
I think Nando's...
that was a free plug.
I think Nando's should, do some special chips menu or something like that. Was one of the funniest tweets as well. Someone said, man, them are going Nando's just to order chips.
Yeah, I didn't think that tweet was too funny still.
Really?
I didn't think it was realistic. Because no one's actually going Nando's to order chips.
Which one was I saw so many tweets. There was one that really just cracked me up. Can't remember, but they were all funny, man. It was a good night on Twitter. That's why I like the diss tracks, you know, it's just all funny.
When did this happen? Yesterday, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even on Twitter like that. I was playing No Man's Sky. I was playing that new game, I was banging it out, trying to get good at it and whatnot, trying to learn what going.
Is it a good game, yeah?
Yeah, it's good, you know. It's quite fun.
What's it about?
There's basically like 18 quintillion planets or some shit like. 18. Do you know what quintillion is?
That's like more than
like a billion billions or something like that. Some shit like that. So there's bare planets and stuff.
Is there such number as zillion?
Yeah, I think there is.
There's
trillion. I know there's definitely trillion.
Yeah.
I know trillion is real because they put it in The Simpsons, so it must be real.
So is this guy.
Nah, I did Google it and check if trillion was a number.
So quintillion is bigger than trillion.
I'm guessing so. Yeah, that's probably the one after trillion, because it's maybe. Quintillion. Quin's usually four,
yeah.
Qua and that sort of shit. Tri is zillion. 3. Zillion's probably
the last one or something.
Yeah, Z, isn't it? It's probably just bare zeros. It's probably just people just typing zeros for ages. They don't even know what the real number is. But
because the truth is about numbers, you know, they're infinite.
Isn't it? Yeah. It just goes on forever.
Yeah. Trippy thought.
It's a mad thing, isn't it?
Hits blunt.
But yeah, so you're basically like an explorer type guy, innit? You have to mine for material. It's kind of like Minecraft. It's like Minecraft in a sci-fi setting. Okay. So you have your ship and you can travel to planets and whatnot, and the planets are fucking huge. Like they're actually like planet-sized planets. So if you get in your ship here and you put on your boost or something, it might take you a minute to get to something. But if you were to walk, like get out of your ship and try walk to it or run to it, it's gonna take like an hour or some bullshit like that. So like it's wild to try and get across the planet and find stuff and shit like that. But like you can scan and see what's on the planet. There's loads of like.
How did they even come up with these games from?
Just have the idea in it, want to create something and whatnot. But it basically.
So you're building houses on these planets?
No, you don't build. There's no building yet. There might be a building
feature added.
Yeah, in the upcoming update, they said that they're going to try and do that. So basically, you'll mine for materials because you have like your exosuit, and you have your hazard protection in it, and you got like some shit on your ship that you need to put materials in. But let's focus on your exosuit and your hazard protection. So when you're on the fucking planet, usually it's like a harsh planet. It might be too hot or too cold. So
you need to survive.
Or there's acid rain or some sort of shit.
Fuck it all.
So that will make your hazard protection go down slowly, innit? Yeah. And your life source. Oh shit! I need to turn my phone on silent. As well. Sorry, man. Sorry, it's because I just have it on loud all the time because I need to hear when I'm making money, innit? But money. So yeah, you have your life source and your hazard protection basically, and those take certain minerals in order to keep them filled and stuff. So you need to have those minerals on you while you're also trying to find new elements and that sort of shit, so you can make money with it or craft something new for your
What, is there other people there as well? Aliens?
You can run into aliens when you find like buildings and stuff. You might find some aliens in there, but when they talk to you, you don't understand what they're saying. You have to kind of guess what they're trying to say to you. And
is it online as well?
Apparently it's one shared universe or something.
So it's already online.
But
you ain't
apparently like two streamers tried to link up together. They were in the same universe or same planet or whatnot, and then they went to the same coordinates and they couldn't see each other. So I'm guessing it's not really an online game. It's more of a single player game, and I think it's more focused on the fact that everything's so big and you're so small and you're supposed to feel really alone while you're playing it.
Okay.
Because that's how it feels. Because like there's loads of like aliens and stuff, like creatures that you can document and that sort of shit, and new plants and all that sort of stuff, and then you can name it and upload it to the server if you want to, and do all that sort of shit. And you can name planets and name galaxies and that sort of stuff.
And
if
to name it.
Yeah, and if someone comes across it, then they'll see your name and all your names and all that sort of stuff. Okay. But I don't really give a shit about that sort of part of the game.
Shooting in it.
Yeah, you can shoot like these robots that try to, you know, come up to you if you're mining too much. They'll start like shooting at you, and then you can shoot them back. The shoot is mediocre. And you can shoot some animals, because some of the animals will try and eat you, innit?
Okay.
Because like certain planets, they'll have like all nice animals that are just, you know, going about their business, eating grass and that sort of shit.
Animals?
No, you don't eat. I don't think there's any eating mechanic. It's only the shields and the hazard protection that you really deal with. You don't actually have to eat anything.
It sounded sort of like reality, and then you don't eat.
It's a survival game, but it's not got the like eating and sleeping and that sort of shit. It's not hardcore.
So it's just not real.
No, it's not like the most super realistic game. Like you wouldn't be really traveling across planets like this anyways. But you can go to like different galaxies and different planets and stations and all that sort of shit. It's a good game, man. I'm enjoying it still. I'm only like playing it for like 10 hours, but it seems like
10 hours.
Something like that. Like 10, 5, 7 hours, something like that. But it seems like there's a lot of shit to do because there's so many planets to explore and all that sort of stuff. But it might get repetitive and boring eventually. So we'll see. I'm gonna do a review eventually.
Well, if there's that many planets, you're never gonna be able to reach all of them.
Nah. Of course not.
Yeah.
The overall goal of the game is to get towards the center of the universe. Apparently, there's supposed to be something there.
Oh.
But no one knows what's there yet because the developers aren't saying shit. They're just it's a secret. I'm like
probably not
100 and I'm probably like 700,000 light years away from the center of the universe or something like that.
Wow.
So I don't know how long that's going to take me to get there.
No, I can't run in real time.
If you go slow, it will run in real time and it will say you're going to take 4 hours to get somewhere. But then if you use like your
jetpack.
No, not your jetpack, but your like light speed or something, then it will go down to like a minute or maybe 30 seconds or something. But then it will actually take 30 seconds. It takes quite a while to. Yeah, you got a spaceship. You can land on planets and
you travel in light years.
I think you travel in light years. I'm not 100.
What was it called in Star Wars?
Yeah, you got a hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive.
That takes you from galaxy to galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Basically, so right about now I can walk like one galaxy at a time. So I can like, there's some big like map, and it basically looks like a brainstorm or a mind map, and there's loads of dots all over the place, and you can like go to like the right or the left basically, or up and down and something like that. But and you can go to the next like node in the thing.
Node.
Like the next section of the map, the next galaxy or something.
You're basically trying to get to the center though.
Yeah, but there's also like something called Atlas, which is they're saying it's claiming to be like maybe your creator or something like that. Or so you can go to the center, but you also got a side mission basically to maybe find God. And like there's supposed to be 3 paths or something, but I've only seen 1 so far. So I haven't got super far into the game. There's probably loads more shit that I can discover and whatnot.
Sounds mad.
Yeah, it's quite interesting mad. Still. It's quite interesting.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's quite mad. We'll see how it goes, isn't it? What's the
sounds trippy.
Next subject? Yeah, it's cool to play way high as well.
Gigs. UK music, sticking to UK music. Landlord album. Well, from that side, sound like you're not rating it, G.
Well,
saying over there?
Okay, let's just be real, innit? Yeah. I've never really been like a super fan of Gigs. Like I do enjoy some of his songs here and there, but generally he has really crap choruses, like, and that just doesn't cut it for me. Like they're just really repetitive, and it doesn't seem like he really cares, and it's just him saying something again and again and again, and it just doesn't do it for me. And there was a lot of that on this project, but there were like couple songs that I liked. I think like maybe four songs that I was really feeling, and the rest of it was just, not for me really.
Blasé.
Yeah, it's just anything, innit?
Alright, I was gassed for this album because I think Gig's been going in, from his last few features.
I do rate him and respect him and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I liked his interviews that he was doing, even though Giggs talks in such a monotone way and just Like he says, you hear what I'm saying about
he said
100,000 times,
bare times.
But in the gist of all of that, there's loads of gems and there's funny moments. Like Giggs seems like a funny guy, innit? And you know me, I love fucking watching interviews, and it gasses me up to hear the project or whatever. So yeah, obviously I was thinking like, UK music, Gas, Giggs, The Landlord. This is gonna be good. I listened to it. The intro was weak.
The first 3 tracks were weak, I think.
No, I thought the second track was hard. I thought the track with Stormzy was hard.
It was okay.
I liked that track. Like, I'll tell you the tracks that stood out for me. That one, Whipping Excursion.
Whipping Excursion is cool.
Just Swerving.
Just Swerving is probably the best song on there.
Okay, I wouldn't.
It's obvious. It's in the top 3 at least.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. It's a very good song. My favorite song was The Process, so that for me was the best song.
What song was that? Who was on there?
No one. That was the one where he's talking about beating.
Okay, I don't think I like that one.
On
Lockdown was cool.
Okay. The best, the one with A-Star and Young Teflon.
Weren't really feeling that.
I liked that. A lot of people are saying A-Star's shit to me, but I like A-Star.
I think Savage was cool.
Of 501 was cool. Very good. The one with Cass is Dead, I really like that one. He's done a video for that. I think Cass is Dead's flow on that was phenomenal. What the fuck? It was great.
Cass is Dead is just, he's really boring to me.
For real.
Like,
I like him, man.
He's not very entertaining to me. He sounds like he's trying to be super lyrical and whatnot. He's trying to use big words and whatnot. But it's not really coming across as, entertaining at all. It's just, he's just talking a lot.
I thought the second song that he was on with Dubs, Lyrical Combat, that was trash.
I think
Cass is Dead was dead on that. That's the one where they were flowing off beat. It was just, they were trying to do a different flow, but they were flowing off beat. Giggs was the only one that done a different flow, but actually kept on beat. And then they were just trash.
Giggs also, he leaves a lot of space in the songs. Like the intros for every song had like no talking on it whatsoever, no hype, no anything. It was just the instrumental. Then Giggs came in like a half bar in, done a bar, from Giggs, and then gave you like another half bar air, and then came back in. Like, yeah, that's what I expected from Giggs like 4 years ago or something.
You want to see growth?
Yeah.
Well, he did warn us that this album's kind of like a walk in the park too. He said that's why.
I weren't really expecting anything, to be honest.
He said he released it the same. No, he released it on August the 5th, I think, and Walking Apart was August the 4th.
Well, if that's the kind of rap you're looking for, and that's the kind of mood you want, and that's the kind of music you like, then
you'll
this
enjoy it.
It's going to be great for you because Giggs can rap. He definitely has bars. I don't know. It's just not for me, man.
I think some of the choruses was very lazy, though.
Very lazy.
That's my big negative on this album was it was very lazy.
Extremely lackadaisical
on a lot of these choruses. You might as well have just hollered someone to do the chorus for you.
Yeah, just get a chick to sing on the chorus, man. Or even a Loic Essian or something.
Some of the choruses was really boring. I didn't understand why he done that. That would like ruin the song for me. But
I just thought he was just sticking to what he knows.
He's better at verses and stuff like that and freestyles rather than choruses. But on a whole, I think the album's alright still. I think it's alright. Out of 10,
it's okay.
Like 14 tracks. The ones that 1, 2, I'm trying to count like my favourite tracks. Oh, that one was okay. 6,
I've got like 4.
You got like 4? No, I've got more than 4. But out of 10, I'll give this like a 7.
So there's 14 tracks. There's 4 tracks that I like. The rest of them were just meh, or just weren't feeling them at all. That's bad. That's like 3 4s. If it was doing like a mathematical,
you want to put more respect for Giggs' name though, so you're gonna give it like a 5, innit?
Yeah, it's a 5. It's okay.
I think it's a 7 out of 10, man.
It's okay. I don't think it's good. I definitely don't think it's something that I want to listen to all the way through again. I'll probably have a few tracks that I don't mind, but
you know what I've realised? Me as a person, just on a personal thing, like I listen to an album and I bang out the album, innit? I think I'm doing this wrong because I listen to an album bare times when it first comes out and I get gassed.
Yeah.
Then I kind of just listen to to the favorite songs, and I just get bored of everything. Like I'm literally bored of music right now.
You're bored of music?
Yeah, that's why I was gassed when Chip dropped the diss track because I needed new music because I'm bored of my iTunes. Maybe I need to do an iTunes update or something. I don't know what's going on.
Get new artists in there. Listen to some new stuff.
I've got some good artists on here, but I'm just bored of everything right now. Like Drake, like I was looking at recently added like flipping. DJ Khaled only came out like a week ago, and I'm bored of that already. Gucci Mane came out only 2 weeks ago. I'm bored of that already. Jeremiah came out the other day. I'm bored of that already. Like Drake came out a few months ago.
Sometimes you just have to listen to some stuff that you forgot were, gems, like Mac Miller's album.
No, I don't.
Oh my God, that Nick Jonas album. That's what I listened to recently. Have you heard that? The new Nick Jonas album?
The new album?
Yeah. I just realised that he released a new one. Yeah, the one after the first
Jealous.
one. Yeah, the one that had Jealous. This one's got Jealous on it as well, and I don't know why. The UK bonus version gives you Jealous and Chains and those are
the singles from the last album.
Exactly. So why are they on this one? Doesn't make any sense to me. I already heard that on the last one. Maybe they thought that people in the UK hadn't heard those songs. Maybe it didn't sell very well. But yeah, I was feeling it still. I really liked Nick Jonas still.
I need to check that out still.
Yeah, it was really good. I think Nick Jonas does very well. He's got
the last album was...
It was very good. It was solid.
It was alright for me. It weren't dead.
It was solid. Oh, it was solid for me. I think he's got a good team of songwriters over there and a good team of producers and whatnot, and he's got a good voice and that sort of stuff.
I might need to put Majid Jordan's album back on my iTunes.
You took it off?
Yeah.
Why?
No, not on my iTunes, I mean on my iPhone.
Oh.
I need to do that. I think I need to update my iPhone because I'm just bored of all the music I've got on there at the moment.
Oh, your iPhone, not your iTunes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you probably do need to... Definitely get that Nick Jonas album.
Yeah.
That Nick Jonas album was good still.
But there's going to be a lot of albums coming this month. Like
this month?
Yeah, like obviously Chips were dropping his thing. Travis Scott's apparently going to drop an album. Frank Ocean's supposedly going to drop an album.
I want Travis Scott's album.
Travis Scott's
album. I can't wait for that. Yes. That is going to be entertainment. Like Travis Scott knows how to entertain.
Oh, there's someone else that I can't remember, but yeah, Travis. Yeah, Young Thug, Jeffrey's coming out this month.
When's that? Is that coming out this month? Yeah. Finally, I need some new Young Thug, man. I've been fiending. Yeah. Like that fucking feature on Goo Up Home was just amazing. I was like, where is this new Young Thug? And the feature
on Future's thing and DJ Esco's thing.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
For me, Young Thug killed the whole.
That was amazing.
Young Thug's hard, fam.
Yeah, he's quite sick.
That guy does his job, fam. He gives us what we want.
Like, honestly, I don't know if I said this on the podcast, and some people are probably going to hate me in the comments, but I prefer to listen to Young Thug over Tupac any day of the week. Like, real talk. I
think you have said that on the podcast.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I actually say in the podcast? I don't think I got any
make people
mean comments.
Your opinions are void. You can't be saying those
wild... What? I can't prefer to listen to Young Thug than fucking Tupac. I don't enjoy Tupac's music at all, to be honest.
I might download some Tupac.
Nah, I need to download some Biggie and maybe some Jay and some Eminem, like up to Encore or something. What was the one after Encore?
I don't know. That's when it started going downhill.
Maybe up to Encore. We'll see what else he's got after that. But yeah, Tupac wasn't for me, man. Just really, really, really boring in my opinion.
Well, you don't like Nas or J. Cole.
Oh, Nas is really boring.
Have I got J. Cole's album on there?
J. Cole's cool. Like I used to really like J. Cole.
I need to put some J. Cole.
Back when when he dropped the warm up and the come up. I like that. And then what was the first album? Was it late? No, it wasn't late graduation. What was it?
What late graduation?
What was Kanye? This? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Late registration with graduation.
What was J. Cole's first album called? Dreams and
Nightmares.
No, the Sideline Story. Yeah, or was that the second one?
No, that's his first album. Before Sideline Story was the mixtape Friday Night Lights.
Okay, yeah, Friday Night Lights was cool as well.
Yeah.
His first album, there was some okay songs, but it wasn't really.
Second album was J. Cole Born Sinner.
I think that everyone else liked that way more than I did.
What, Born Sinner?
Yeah.
What about this new one, 2014, Forest Hill Drive?
Everyone else likes that way more than I did too.
So you just don't like J. Cole?
That's just okay. Like I'm off J. Cole. Like when I was a fan of him, he gave me Sideline Story. So like I just dropped off in it. Just like Wiz Khalifa, when I was a fan of him, he released
Also,
Rolling
you liked
Papers,
Friday
and I was
Night
like,
Lights.
I'm gone. Yeah, Friday Night Lights I think that was amazing. I don't remember. I haven't heard it in ages. But like I was a big fan of Wiz Khalifa until he dropped Rolling Papers, and I was like, okay, I'm out. Goodbye. And then everything after that has been trash. Like super trash.
He came back with 28 grams though. That was good.
What? Which one was
grams. Trap Wiz.
Nah, super trash, man.
Nah, I liked that one still.
Bruv, Wiz has been trash for a very long time right about now.
His best tapes, the what's it called?
Cushion OJ.
Cushion OJ, yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. I remember them times when I was in college, taking breaks and smoking herb. Them ones.
Listening to that.
Yeah.
Like, gassing you up.
I remember. I was like, yeah,
gassing
Wiz.
you up. You feel like that guy.
Oh my god. Oh, Wiz put you in that zone, fam. Wiz made me want to smoke herb. Like I don't think I was into smoking herb before listening to Wiz.
Yeah,
Bad
you just
influence.
write your fit.
Bad influence, Wiz.
Fucking alright, let's go into like your boy R. Kelly.
What? When did I get when did he become my boy? What the fuck? You can't just put that on, man.
How old is he?
That's defamation. A man can sue you for that, you know. You can't just connect me to R. Kelly. I think he's like 49 or something.
Yeah, but yeah, he's dating a 19-year-old. Basically.
Yeah.
And my question is what is the acceptable age gap?
Acceptable.
What is an acceptable age gap for dating?
Well, the most acceptable age gap is something that I learned when I was young. I think I was like 13 or 15 or something, around those ages. Something like that. And it's 2 years either way. 2 years either way is, you know, cool in everyone's eyes, generally. You can get away with that. It's very acceptable. But if you're asking, you know, my personal opinion on, you know, whether it's cool for like a 49-year-old to date a 19-year-old or something like that.
30 years.
Yeah, to be honest, it's none of my business. Like,
this is none of your business.
Yeah. Well, if she's a consenting adult, she's over 18, no one can't moan about it.
Apparently her name's Hayley Colon. This article starts off saying R. Kelly is doing, well, exactly what we expected R. Kelly to do. When I saw the news, I thought it was one of them old articles that popped up. Like, I was just like, oh, R. Kelly's back at the bullshit, yeah. R. Kelly's been doing this, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's that deep, man.
I think when a ting becomes 18, any man can date her.
Yeah, to be honest.
Because over here, the age of consent is 16, but it's like it's known worldwide that you kind of become a adult at 18.
Yeah.
Even in America, though, you're not allowed alcohol till 21. You know. Is it? Yeah, it's 21 over there in America. Alcohol, tobacco, and that. But over here it's 18. So yeah, basically it's like when you reach 18, in my mind, because I think it's because of that alcohol thing. Growing up here in the UK, maybe like for us, I feel like it's like 18 is like the adult age. Like you've become an adult now.
You're old enough.
Like
to
you're old enough to go to clubs.
Yeah.
You're old enough to like buy alcohol and shit like that. You should, like, yeah, you're old enough to make decisions. So yeah, for me, I think you're old enough to get married probably at 18. Wait, can 16-year-olds get married if the age of consent is 16? You never know that, really.
I don't know. You might need your parental consent.
I think probably 18 is the age of you can get married now. So
when you're 18, you're legally an adult. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. So basically, that for me is just like that's like the limit. Like if she's 18, it's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I might change my mind when I'm older. But yeah, when I saw this,
really, you won't be like 70 years old hoping that you can get with an 18-year-old girl.
Well, yeah, of course, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I can't speak of Mike at 70. Like right now, I think
for real.
Right now, I think I would, but maybe at that age, you feel like I can't keep up with these young girls.
Yeah, for real.
My back's fucked up. Like, I can't get it up. Like I don't know. Like, but like when I saw this, I weren't surprised. I just think it's hilarious, isn't it? I
just totally didn't care. Like it didn't make me blink twice. I wasn't like, oh my god,
you're
what is he doing?
but you're going to like the most acceptable though, fam. Like 2-year difference. That's like the most acceptable.
Yeah, that's super acceptable. If you want to be accepted and that's how you want to live your life,
is this
then,
acceptable?
Acceptable in society?
Yeah. It's acceptable to me.
It's acceptable to me as well, but
in society,
everyone's joking on it and saying that he's a paedophile and stuff for doing that. But that doesn't make you a paedophile at all. That's silly. But they do connect it to the fact that he, fucked a 15-year-old or some sort of shit and peed on her and done all that.
Yeah, that is unacceptable.
That probably tarnishes his image before he gets into this relationship. So now this just looks worse than it actually is. Yeah. Because people are making the point
is crazy though.
Yeah, but people are making the point
really
that Hugh Hefner is fucking 18-year-olds and shit like that, and no one really bats an eyelid. And there's probably loads of old people
there's loads of old white people fucking these young
there's loads of people that are having sex with young
and
people.
Not just white. I'm just saying majority of old men that are rich, they have a young woman on their own.
And who's that guy? Is it Michael Douglas that was with Catherine Zeta-Jones and she's bare younger than him? How old is she? 20 years younger than him or something like that? Yeah. Catherine Zeta-Jones is a spice.
Healthy.
She is a spice.
Who's doing it the other way around? I swear someone's got a young guy.
J-Lo or something like that. I think it's J-Lo.
Would they make a big deal out of that?
No one cares about young men. No one gives a shit about young men unless they're getting fucked by teachers.
If it's a 19-year-old guy with a 49-year-old woman.
No one cares. No one cares. No one bats an eyelid. No one says anything. Yeah. They say, go girl. They say, that's great. Yeah. No one gives a shit. But as soon as it's a man doing it, it's terrible.
So there is a double standard, man.
Yeah, there is. I think there definitely is.
It's sexism. I've heard someone say that sexism against guys doesn't exist. It's not sexism.
What is it?
It just doesn't exist. It's fine to be sexist towards men.
That's dumb. That's like people that say black people can't be racist. It depends how.
What do you mean?
Some people say black people can't be racist.
That's stupid. We have the most right to be racist against white people.
What?
Yeah. We have a right to be racist against white people. All right, no one has a right to be racist, but
there's no right to racism.
Yeah, there's no right to racism, to be honest.
What the fuck are you talking about?
There's no right to racism.
There's no right to racism is bad. Either way you cut it.
But if I met an old black guy and he said he hates white people, I'll be like, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. You probably went through some shit.
You wouldn't argue with him.
You probably went. I'm not gonna be upset with him. I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's really bad because he's racist. He probably went through some shit that caused him to hate a whole race.
But I knew a few people that didn't like white people, and it just rubs me the wrong way when people are just so openly racist and just dissing, a whole group of people just because of what race they are when they don't like. I don't know. You don't know every person in that race.
That's true.
Being prejudiced. I think prejudice is the word that it is more than racism, because I don't know what the definition of race. Let me look it up actually to see if it is about this systematic oppression and all that sort of shit. Because then technically, black people maybe can't be racist. But
I think
it could definitely be prejudiced, and that's what most people believe.
I think if someone's went through a lot from one race.
So racism, the belief that all members of each race possess characteristics, abilities, or qualities specific to that race, especially so as to distinguish it as inferior or superior to other race or races. And I think they're antonyms or synonyms, one of them is prejudice and discrimination and that sort of shit. So
that's synonyms.
So yeah, black people can be racist. There you go. There's the definition.
Yeah. I feel like if someone has received bad
treatment... What did you say it was synonyms?
That's a synonym, yeah.
Okay.
When it's the similar word. I think if someone's received bad treatment all their life or majority of their life from one certain race, I'm not going to argue with them if they're racist against that race. If they've received bad treatment from that race. If you haven't received any bad treatment from that race and you're just doing it because your parents brought you up that way and you haven't really researched it or you're just being ignorant, then I will have a problem with you, innit? It's one of them ones for me.
Yeah, but, racism is...
It's bad either way.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
It's bad either way.
And, Breaking news.
How did we even get onto racism?
That black people can be racist. But no, it's because he was talking about sexism, and people say that men can't be sexist.
Well, yeah,
you can't be sexist against men or something.
Yeah. Like,
yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Like,
yes, you can.
Sometimes, like, what's an example? Like,
what would you call sexism? Like, that's hating like the other sex or something. Like, a lot of people label a lot of things misogyny on the internet and shit like that, but I never see it as misogynistic. Like, some people say some things, I don't even know, but misogyny basically means the hatred of women or something like that, like hating a woman. So if someone says, she looks really fat in this or something, or people were saying that they didn't like Ghostbusters, and people were saying that they're misogynist because they didn't like Ghostbusters because it's got loads of women in it or something.
Oh,
like, because they don't like a film, how does that mean that they hate women? That's very silly. Like, a lot of people just throw out these words, like sexism and racism and all this sort of shit. Now even rape is being thrown around very, very frivolously these days on Twitter. Someone wrote something like, what was it? It was like, if a guy tells a girl he loves her, or promises a relationship or something and has sex with her, then that's rape. If he doesn't really love her, or if he's lying to her.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is not rape. That's madness.
Yeah. Flinging rape on loads of things these days.
If you're saying that's rape, there's a lot of rape going out here in these streets. Because
it's terrible to tell a girl that you love her to have sex with her. I don't agree with that at all. But that's not rape.
That's wrong. But in general, men lie to women a lot to get into the pants.
I don't partake in such things.
I don't either.
But I have known it to occur.
There's a lot of men out there that lie.
Yeah.
Or they'll exaggerate the truth, or they're just trying to bust a nut. So, just be careful out there, ladies. Don't listen to what these niggas are saying.
Yeah.
Just
don't free up the naan to just anyone.
You gotta be sure.
Unless you want to free up the naan to anyone, then free up your naan. It's your naan.
Yeah. Just be a smart hoe, innit? You just gotta be a smart hoe.
But yeah, this R. Kelly shit and all that, I don't give a shit. Like, it ain't none of my business.
R. Kelly's a legend, man.
I don't think it's terrible for him to be, dating a 19-year-old. She's a big woman, man.
I hope I'm dating a 19-year-old at 39. R. Kelly, you're a legend. Keep doing your thing. Actually, he's 49, isn't it? Keep doing your thing, fam. You're a legend. Alright, so next thing that everyone should be like minding their own business about as well is Malia Obama. She's out here twerking. Have you seen the video of her twerking?
She was it twerking? She kind of shaked her bum a little bit. Well. Yeah, she kind of flinged up her dress or something like that.
She was in savage
mode. She's moving scatty still. She's moving mad.
She's in savage mode. She's listening to all this rap. Like, remember, she's an 18-year-old girl. Just because her father is a president, it doesn't mean that she's
probably wilding out even more.
Yeah, she's an 18-year-old girl. She goes through puberty. She's looking at what's current right now in popular culture, and everyone's twerking. Everyone's in savage mode. Future's telling these kids out here to like fuck these bitches, and if she catch you cheating, never tell her sorry.
In some Gucci
flip flops. Like, these are these kids' heroes. They're just moving savage. So obviously everyone's moving savage out here, and yeah, she was caught. Apparently she's bunning a spliff as well. Like, weed is the most fucking popular drug in the world. It's legalized in many states.
Yeah,
like,
that's not too deep.
Settle down. Like, everyone just needs to calm the fuck
she can smoke
down.
Herb,
let the girl smoke her herb. Let her twerk.
Yeah. She's not like fucking 5 guys
alive
in public or something. Like, but to be honest, if I was the president and my daughter was moving like that, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, I'd be very pissed off.
Because that is a public PR nightmare. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
But he's coming out of office,
twerking and smoking.
He's coming out of office though.
Like,
that's what she's probably thinking.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. So she can wild out now, to be honest.
I'm 18, like, it's not going to affect you anymore.
To be honest. Like,
We're about to be out this bitch.
She is still a a girl, innit? She's still a young girl.
Yeah.
She's still a human and whatnot. She's not just gonna be like super prim and proper because that's the president. Like she's still a person, so she's gonna want to do stuff and have fun and whatnot.
I've been holding in this savageness for all these years.
It's a bit unfair to tell her that she can't wild out in like the best years of her life or like the times where she can have the most fun.
And she's rich.
And so she can just do whatever, innit? Like at that, if you were rich, you'd probably be twerking and smoking herb at a fucking concert too in public. Like, come on.
Yeah, man. Let her enjoy in savage mode, man.
Yeah,
Everyone's getting onto
Obama. It's not that deep at all because there's bare girls doing that.
Exactly, it's just deep that it's the president's daughter, but fuck that shit, man.
Yeah, if I was Obama, I would be telling that you can't be getting caught doing this sort of shit. If you're gonna do it, at least do it inside a building where there's no cameras. Like, come on, be smart.
Oh yeah, and also I do know last week I did, like, was it last week? One of the weeks I have said about like when you're a celebrity, you have to, you know, act a certain way. And
now you're changing your opinion, yeah?
No, because I was thinking about that.
You're realising that people are actually humans and celebrities aren't just gods.
I'm not changing, yeah, I know they're not gods, but I'm not changing my opinion. I'm just saying, like, you know, I was talking about celebrities that have chosen this life, innit? She hasn't chosen this life. Like, she's a daughter.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
She's a daughter of a president. She never wanted her dad to be president. She probably wanted him to stay at home all the time and, you know, have more of a relationship with him. But he had to, you know, sort out the Russians and sort out Obamacare and shoot up Bin Laden. Like, he had shit to do, B. Like, so maybe, you get me? I feel sorry for child stars, like stars that like. I finally finished BoJack Horseman, by the way.
Is it?
I actually was so upset when that girl died.
Spoilers. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah. Well, we were going to review it anyway.
Spoiler, huh?
We was going to review it anyway, and they don't know who that girl is.
Yeah, it could be anyone, but yeah, I was super upset at that episode too. Like it was sad. Like the whole build up of the episode. The whole series is very depressing. Yeah, that series, like the third series, was very depressing. It was very
proper shows. He's a depressed guy.
So depressed and so upset about anything. Like, doesn't matter what success he has. He's just upset about it and depressed, and he never feels like he'll be great or anything. Like,
and I think it
doesn't mean anything.
He's the prime example of someone that has a negative energy, a negative mind. That there's just more negative shit is just gonna happen in your life. Because you're always thinking that way.
Yeah, he's a terrible. He does some terrible shit.
Person.
He does some terrible.
He's actually a terrible person.
He's a terrible person.
Like, that girl's
fine. I was rooting for him like in the first two series, but he done some like some terrible. He did do some terrible shit in the last series.
He beat that thing as well.
This is really bad, man. I couldn't respect it. I couldn't respect the decisions he was making. At all.
It reminds me of Californication, but I feel more like that guy had more of
that guy was more positive. Yeah. He was more. I think
because he had a daughter, he still had more of a human nature about him.
And he was trying to be a good guy. Like girls were just throwing none at him left and right. He wasn't trying to take it, but he was trying to be a good guy the whole time through Californication.
But
BoJack is just super depressed, super upset about life.
He just thinks fucking bitches is gonna help him.
I don't even know, fam.
You see when he went back and visited that girl as well.
Yeah,
that was so. Why did he do that?
Like making terrible decisions, fam. Rich niggas making poor decisions. It's terrible,
that's
fam.
The truth.
It's terrible. Good series though. Like
good series.
I appreciate it. It's very hilarious. You guys should definitely watch. Oh yeah, Peaky Blinders. That was great. That is a fucking sick series.
I've heard best people tell me.
Fam.
I need to jump on it, innit?
Bam! Don't watch anything else. Just jump into this because it's like 6 hours a season.
That's what Justice said as well.
6 hours a season, 3 seasons. That's 18 hours.
He was like, The Walking Dead's good and all that, but get Peaky Blinders out the way
it's
now.
Real quick. It's it's a BBC series, isn't it? So they don't really do much.
The long series like
Sherlock has like fucking 3 episodes of the series.
Comes out every
Luther
now
has
and
like
then.
4.
Come out every year.
Bruv, BBC don't give a
long
shit,
breaks
fam.
in their years.
They don't give a shit. They don't.
They just
care.
focus on the soaps.
They don't follow no rules, fam.
EastEnders, cause
it's fucking terrible. But yeah, there's sick, fam.
No, but
so sick.
It's probably the money thing though. Innit? They don't make money like these other things. They don't have adverts.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, probably.
It seems like UK series are just in a whole much shorter though.
Yeah,
maybe we have short attention span or something.
Very short. They're not very long over here. But I don't like them 22 episode seasons anyways, man. That's too much. I think 10 is probably perfect. Maybe 13. I'm cool with 13 or 12.
Yeah. Because I would love Game of Thrones to be 12. Because that kind of
But when it hits like over 15, bit much.
Far,
much, fam. When it goes to 20, that means you got
can only do that. You can only do that with
episodes.
animation. You can only do that with comedy.
FX love
a sitcom and that.
All FX's series have 22 episodes. I think that's just what they do over there. And like fucking Arrow does it, Flash does it, some next series called The Originals does it. I think Vampire Diaries probably the bare series do it, fam. And it's like there's too many episodes.
Family
man.
Guys with FX as well.
Most of them are fucking like mediocre episodes or filler episodes that don't really push the story forward, but there's a cliffhanger at the end, so you have to watch it. Like it's unfair, fam. Too much. You only need like 14 max. But yeah, Peaky Blinders.
Good show,
fam. Watch it now, fam.
Alright, cool.
Watch it ASAP. Like I had to change my Twitter name to the main guy in the series because I was like, fam,
what is Jay doing now? Like changing his.
I had to put some respect on his name, fam.
Name
Tommy Shelby.
Yeah.
I had to put some respect on his name.
Is that Tom Hardy?
Nah, it's Cillian Murphy.
And he's in
he's Scarecrow in The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Yes,
and he was in some next film called Red Eye. And those are the only two films that I've seen.
Good actors, isn't it?
Bro,
very good actors.
He is an amazing actor. Yeah. To see him play like all those different parts.
So it started on Netflix or is it?
Nice. They put it on Netflix now. Like the third season came on. Like they probably got a deal with Netflix and BBC.
Oh, so they done the full Netflix thing where they released the whole series on Netflix.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe BBC.
Because I did just start watching it and I banged it out.
Yeah.
Because I watched the first season and like there was a cliffhanger at the end of that, so I was like, okay, I've got to see what happens next. And then there was a cliffhanger at the end of that, and I was like, okay, let me just see what happens next. And then there's a cliffhanger at the end of this one, but there's no next season, fam. So yeah, like I proper rate the main guy. I see like a lot of myself in him. I really relate to him and whatnot. And yeah, it's a sick series, fam. He's just so straightforward about this. He's just you just need to watch it, fam.
Alright, cool.
Just need to watch it. But yeah, Cillian Murphy or Cillian Murphy, I don't know how you say it. He is an amazing actor, like because he's an Irish guy, innit?
Yeah.
And to hear him like do like these different accents that I've heard him do, and him to sound so natural with it and actually make me believe he's that character, like
because in Dark Knight he's American,
he does it so well. And Tom Hardy is amazing in this show.
An amazing actor.
He don't joke, fam. Tom Hardy when he's playing like a bad guy or a villain or something like that, like a gangster and shit, bro.
Yeah. Tom Hardy's always
he reminds me of Bane in this because he's very over the top and very like he's unpredictable. You don't know what he's gonna do next. But yeah, it's a very good show. Loads of great actors, great cast, great story, great build up, great length. Even though it doesn't even need to be longer. I just wish there was more seasons out. It's a great series. Definitely everyone should go watch that.
Check that out. Yeah, fucking yeah, but. Back to Malia Obama.
Oh yeah.
Basically, was saying just stay out of her business, really. Truly.
Yeah, it's none of your business.
Yeah.
Like, why are you on Twitter talking about what someone else is doing? Focus on your life.
Yeah, man. Do your thing, B. And when you come London, holler at the kid. I imagine beating the president's daughter.
Imagine it.
That would be so funny. I'd Snapchat it and be like, don't play yourself.
It's terrible.
While she's sleeping, like, look who I'm with. Don't play yourself.
You get assassinated.
Oh, yeah, you would, innit?
Yeah. I wouldn't do none of that. I'd be really cool with her. We'd be cool. I'd get to know her as a person. And then if it, led to, us doing the dirty and whatnot and having a bit of fun. Nah, man, I ain't telling no one. I'll probably tell you. I wouldn't bring it on the podcast.
I'd tweet it.
No way. No way. So I could get a fucking email from the Secret Service and then just kick in my door.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't, to be honest, when I come to think about
it. I am not fucking with that.
I usually stay private when it comes to my dick.
Like when you're having sex with a girl, you ain't really trying to let her dad know that anyways. So imagine her dad had power like Obama was the president and shit. Fuck that, fam. Fuck that.
Oh It's too crazy.
So yeah, those are the subjects, innit? We ain't got anything else to go over. Have you got? What are you doing?
No, I'm looking at other topics, but no, we can say that.
Right, hour 19.
Yeah, we can say
We can chill out.
We can save that for another day.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. Please, hit that like button and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Also, be sure to repost, like, and comment on SoundCloud. Comment on YouTube too. Forgot to say that. And yeah, be sure to leave a review, rate, and subscribe on iTunes. And we'll see you guys next week.
Peace. Thanks for listening, folks.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you.